Welcome, FOH, to this week's review of the Montecristo Brillantes, Year of the Zodiac 2024. And I know we've copped some crap for doing top-end cigars all of a sudden, like we're trying to be the new influencers. But really, we didn't do any last year in 2024. So I thought we should get through it. But we'll be back to doing regular cigars. When I say regular cigars, the stuff that Ken doesn't want to smoke, like the cheaper H. Upmans that are induced. I know. That's what they want, Ken. That's what
I'm
they
happy to
want.
smoke anything. I'm happy to smoke anything. Always have been. You are the person that makes the decision, not me.
I know.
God.
You can blame me. The
Seriously.
Brillantes,
Well,
Montecristo.
keep that up, and I'll be stopping Hayden.
5.5 inch by 53 gauge. Although it feels bigger than a 53 gauge cigar, doesn't it?
Does actually. It feels closer. Well, yeah, not quite what we had. We were 56 last week, and this is pretty close, but not quite there.
Yeah.
So maybe 3 millimeters short.
You've never had this before. I've had plenty of them.
I have not. Of course, you've had plenty of them. You get them for free. And then charge your customers.
Yeah, that works. It's not like your wine game, Ben. It's not like your wine game. Don't you start, right? Anyway, let's go.
That's a word.
Good looking Monty. I like foot bands. I know a lot of you guys hate foot bands. I like foot bands. I think foot bands, from a retailer's perspective, are perfect. They stop it from getting damaged in transit. But the whole Zodiac thing is, everyone's doing it. You know, we'll be doing a Zodiac for Bon Roberts and maybe Mofo, and just, I have no idea. Year of the Monkey. The Year of the Monkey is 2028. I think that's the time we should be releasing our Zodiac sign, our Zodiac cigar.
And may I give you kudos for the optimism of assuming you'll still be in business.
I think it's been 25 years I've been in business, Kenny. It's been a miracle.
They have changed a bit.
I know. There's times there where I've wondered. Yeah, wow. So, good looking Monty. Can you just check your draw on this? Would you mind?
A little loose, but not irreparably impossible. It'll be all right.
Good draw. Good draw for me. I think that's another draw.
So what's the age and code and everything?
My apologies. I'm glad you brought that up. EBP December 23.
23. So which exactly was the year of the dragon? 23, 24, or 25?
24 is the year of the dragon.
So we're only a year behind.
So they came out until late in the year. Listen, just smoke.
Hey, look, in fairness, if Urbanus gets something out just 12 months late, that's it's ahead of schedule.
Well, you don't want to upset those Asian markets. They've been piling in the cash. So I'm sure they put some effort in getting these ones out.
Yeah.
I don't get too much. So it's not far off an Edmundo in terms of sizing. My first question is, how much Monty DNA is there in this cigar?
Funny, so last week we discussed the same thing with whatever we had, Romeo and did not see it to begin with, at the very beginning. First couple of puffs, my first thought was, okay, at least this one's where it's supposed to be. You've got that toastiness, a bit of chocolate, and that's all literally from,
nice.
You can hardly smoke less. So mine is certainly giving that, I think.
Yeah, no. Can't complain on that.
No. Oh, sorry, I thought you were going to.
No, interesting. We'll come back to you at the end of the first third. First third, Kenny.
Loving it. And to me, it's very Montecristo. which is such a nice change for all these fancy whiz-bang cigars to actually be what it says it is. It's creamy. It's got a core of sweetness, the sort of milk chocolate, bit of coffee, bit of toast. Very happy.
Bit of caramel, bit of coffee.
Well, I'm not allowed to say caramel. I said apparently I was saying caramel too often, and I got chastised over that. So yeah, well, I would have said caramel if I wasn't going to be chastised for it.
It's beautiful.
Yep. Best of all this range of the whiz-bang 2 bands or 3 bands or whatever it is, foot bands, special cigars. I mean, I'm assuming it's got a ridiculous price, which is a shame, but
18 cigars in the box. Beautiful box, though, Ken. Beautiful box. If you can afford them, they're great. But it's rich. Like, it is decadently rich.
Yep.
You don't get in a cigar. It's decadently rich. And for a Monty specifically, beautifully rich and deep and lush, viscous. Very nice. Let's hope it keeps going. Back with you at the end of this box. Second, third, Kenny, of the Brillantes, Montecristo.
Not as exciting. It's got a little bit harsher for me. All that sweetness is gone, and it's got a little bit of earthy harshness. So I'm just hoping that's just a blip, and that we return, because I was 94, 95 for the first third. Now it's come well back.
If I was to put on my cigar manufacturing cap on, it's gone through a blend change. They've intentionally made it fuller. They've intentionally tried to make it to give that bang in there in that second third, because it really hit at a specific point in time.
Well, mine's not working. They might have tried that.
I miss what they initially had. I would rather have more. I'd rather see a more seamless transition into this. I applaud evolution in a blender and evolution in a cigar. I understand what they're trying to do, and maybe they just need a little bit more time down. It's still rich, but it has brought in some harsher notes in there, some charcoal notes. I can still taste the underlying sweetness. Hang on.
I'm not getting that at the moment, but we always talk about we love the evolution and development throughout our cigar. But if it's really, really good to start, I don't mind that much if it just stays like that. If it had stayed like that first third the whole way, I would have been a very happy man. But it hasn't. But we'll see whether it comes back.
So it's mostly on the palate. It's not on the retrohale. So on the retrohale, there isn't any spice in there, or just a little bit of white pepper spice, but very little. So it's interesting what they've tried to do here to kick it up a gear. And I sort of suspect it's going to end up this way unless they have one more trick lift up their sleeve.
Well, you said you've seen a few of them. Is this going the way the ones you've seen?
No, this is by far the best one I've had.
Okay.
This is by far the best one I've had. I've had some disappointing ones in the Brillantes. They've been one-dimensional all the way through. So that's why I'm quite excited about this one. I wanted to see, one of the reasons I wanted to review it with you is I wanted to see what it could bring. And now I understand that they have that, maybe it's just inconsistency in blend and production, maybe with the fact that we just aged them a little bit longer. Same boxes, mate. They're the same box I've tried before. They're from the same box. So, and the fact we had such a great opening, a consistent opening, excites me. I'm a little bit. I'm not disappointed in this second third. I think that from an aging perspective, I think it worked exceptionally well. But I do miss that opening third. Yeah, that beautiful. They had it all. They had it, baby. Yep. Had it all in that opening third. We'll see. Still a great cigar. Still enjoying it.
It's well, I started not to enjoy it much at all, but now it's. Sorry for the hiccups. It started to come through that. It hasn't got back to the first third yet, but maybe it's headed that way. And if it is, I'll be a lot happier.
That blend, yeah. Right on point. Let's have a look at, we'll come back to you at the end of the last third. Last third, right into the last third. Still, it got grubby.
Well, mine dropped that sort of dirtiness from the middle. It's dropped that. It's got a bit of heat. Fair enough. It's been good. First third was glorious. Second third was rubbish. Final third has been good. So overall, I don't know. What do you give it? 91, 92?
When I say grubby, it's got serious mongrel in that last section.
Yeah.
And that last third. So I just want to revisit this in a year or so. Right now, I think it's a 92 points ago, 91, 92 points ago.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
First third was 94, 95. It dropped back to 92, 93, now 90, 91. So let's call it 91, 92 points ago. But it's got some legs there, people. And like you don't normally get a Montecristo, which has got, in the last third, which has got this level of mongrel and I don't know, it's just uncomfortable within itself. It doesn't know really what it wants to be. It's angry. It's fucking angry, this cigar at the moment. And it's still, it's medium full. It's full body actually right now. It's full bodied cigar towards the end. It's
absolutely
full body, which is very un Montecristo like. But it's had Monte DNA core through most of it.
Those Monte 2s I smoked at your birthday, I mean, they were glorious cigars. Fabulous. This started off, it would have been at least as good as those, but it hasn't held up. But yeah, it's got 12 months, 5 years, who knows?
If you see these cheap, because they are being discounted out in the world market. When I say discounted, there's not much, it's still fucking expensive cigars. But if you see them and you've got the coin, yeah, I'd put one of these away. I'd put one of these away. And there's only 18 in the box, but I'd put one of these away. It's shown me more than enough to say, yeah, you're a development player. We're talking about football before. This is a classic development player. I would put this one away. I think he's got so much to shine down the track. He's shown enough today that I want to invest a little bit of money in him.
Yep, I don't disagree. But, it's worthwhile.
Well, that first third was something special, people. Absolutely special.
Yeah.
Until next week.
A young Thierry Henry. And
then
he went off.
THEIRRY, Thierry Henry. Yeah. You can go Google that up for those who are not used to EPL.
Who has to Google Thierry Henry?
Yeah, pretty much 90% of the world. But it's good. Very good player. Very good cigar.
Very good player.
Hasta luego.